Hello, my name is Chase. I am in 8th grade and I go to Chestnut Ridge Christian Academy, and this is my first session of WELS. First of all, I'd like to thank all the donors and volunteers who made this program possible. In this session, there were hard times, such as when I went kayaking for the first time. It was tough, but I pushed through, even when I tried to paddle and I wasn't able to. Or when I was rock climbing. It was harder to keep my balance because I was on a rock wall. I had to learn where the good spots were to step so I wouldn't lose my balance. These were essential for me to learn to do the activities. I was very challenged by the new things I tried this session. For example, if it's your first time doing something, are you always going to get it on the first try? Probably not. But I learned to be able to do the activities this session. At first, I was scared of rafting because I thought I'd fall out of the boat into the rapids. But when I did it for the first time, at the beginning of the session, it wasn't scary. It was actually fun. What I'm trying to say here is you shouldn't be afraid to try new things, like new food or a new sport you haven't done before. You should be happy because it's something you've never done before, and you wouldn't know what it's like until you tried it. An example of that would be when I started 8th grade this year. I didn't know what it would be like, but once I knew what it was like, I grew a liking to my new school. Another example of this would be if you're starting a new job. You wouldn't know what it would be like, what your job was, what your coworkers are like, or what your boss is like. One more example of this would be your friends. You gotta make sure you have good friends. And if you're scared to go out in public, how are you gonna make friends? Don't be afraid to try new things. Who knows? Maybe trying something new will help you with your self-esteem. Again, I would like to thank all the donors and volunteers for making this program possible.